But here's where it gets controversial. Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has pardoned high-profile Egyptian-British activist Alaa Abd el-Fattah, marking a rare moment of leniency in a nation grappling with a severe crackdown on dissent. This decision, made after years of imprisonment and repeated hunger strikes, has sparked debates over justice, freedom of expression, and the role of international pressure in shaping political outcomes. Alaa, 43, has become a symbol of resistance against the authoritarian regime under Sisi, whose rule has been criticized for stifling civil liberties and targeting activists. The pardon follows months of international calls for his release, including during Egypt's COP27 climate summit in 2022, where activists demanded accountability for human rights abuses. However, the government's decision to review his case only came after Sisi ordered a detailed study of his potential pardon, highlighting the tension between state authority and public demand for transparency. Alaa's name had previously been removed from Egypt's terrorism list, underscoring the precariousness of his status. Alaa's activism began in the early 2010s, when he was arrested for protesting without permits, a move that led to his first prison term. His critical stance toward the military-backed regime, particularly after the 2011 Arab Spring uprising, earned him prolonged detention. In 2014, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison for protesting, later reduced to 5. Despite his release in 2019, he faced renewed charges of spreading false information after sharing a social media post about a prisoner's death, leading to another 5-year sentence. Alaa's family, including his mother Layla Swaif and sister Sanaa Saif, have long campaigned for his release, meeting British Prime Minister Keir Starmer to lobby for his freedom. Their efforts intensified in September 2025, when they waited outside Wadi al-Natroum prison, hopeful he would be released soon. Alaa, who gained British citizenship through his mother in 2021, comes from a lineage of activists, including his mother, who has been a vocal advocate for his release. Critics argue that the pardon undermines the rule of law and risks normalizing authoritarianism, while supporters see it as a necessary step toward justice. The decision also raises questions about the balance between public pressure and state control, especially as Alaa continues his hunger strikes in detention, protesting his imprisonment, and solidarity with his family. The National Council for Human Rights, a state-funded body, hailed the pardon as a sign of growing emphasis on swift justice, though its approval was met with skepticism. Meanwhile, prosecutors insist Alaa must remain in custody until 2027, citing the complexity of his legal case. As the world watches this unfolding saga, the debate over whether this is a victory for freedom or a setback for democratic principles continues to echo.